Okay, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I've posted, but in my defense, I've tried to film this video. This is the 5th time I've filmed this video. I keep managing to mess the video up, and so obviously it's not going well. But let me pull up my notes real quick, because I've made notes for this video, and I want to try to stay on track. Today I'm going to talk about my 500 mile trip. I did it in about 8 hours roughly, maybe a little less, maybe a few minutes more. But so let's try to film this video again. And so I'm going to meet up with my wife for lunch, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a video while I'm out, because I want to ride. So we'll start off with the fuel economy on the 500 mile trip. I was getting roughly like 180 to 190 miles per tank, which I think it's a little bit windy today. I was riding, actually don't want me to turn there. I was riding all interstate, so I think that takes a toll on mileage. Obviously I'm riding 85 to 90 miles an hour the whole way. That's going to take a toll on it, so that's not a big issue. At 190 miles, I maybe could have got 20 or so miles more, so I could have probably got 200, but it was a hot day and I did not want to run out of gas, because I've seen how terrible it is to run out of gas. I watched Birch's last video and he ran out of gas, and not a good time. So comfort level, like the comfort seat, it was good up until about, well, the whole ride there is about 3.5, there's about 3 hours and 50 minutes roughly there. The last, I'd say about 30 minutes or 35 minutes, I was starting to kind of getting ready to get off the bike. Obviously I took fuel breaks, so that helped a little bit, and then I had my highway pegged, so I was just kind of sprawled out. So the last about 30 minutes, 45 minutes on the first trip there was getting bad. And then, like, the seat, obviously there's nothing wrong with the seat. It's a great seat. I don't really have much experience touring on any other thing, so, but in my assumption, I'm assuming that it doesn't matter what seat you have, or it doesn't matter what bike you have. Eventually you're gonna get tired of riding, or your butt's gonna be hurting, or whatever, and you just gotta kind of power through it, at least from my understanding. I have not rode a bunch of different bikes. I have not toured on a bunch of different bikes, so that's just all an assumption of mine, and we all know what assumptions mean. So comfort level pretty good, at least on the way there. So then plans fall through. My buddy's bike's having issues, so basically we just decide he's gonna ride back home, because it's 2.5 hours from his home or whatever, and then I'm just gonna ride back to my house, which sucks because we didn't get to do what we planned on doing, but that's life. Plans change, things change, stuff happens, so not an issue. So I turn around, ride home. About 20 minutes into the ride home, I noticed a front of me there's a bunch of rain clouds, so I think, oh crap. So I pulled over, get my rain jacket on, and get ready to endure some rain, which I have not rode in heavy rain on any motorcycle. I rode in sprinkling rain, but obviously that's a lot different than riding in torrential downpour, which, I'll be honest, the rain that I faced was a downpour. I regret that I didn't really film any of this, because I planned on filming the way back. So I planned on filming our trip to another place and then the trip back home, but we ended up splitting ways. So I get about 20 minutes, I put my rain stuff on, and then I'm riding ahead and boom, starts just pouring on me, which I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous because I have not rode in serious rain like that, so I was a bit nervous. And but in my surprise, the Transalp handled the rain like it wasn't even raining. And honestly, the bark busters covered up the rain from hitting me very much, and my windshield kind of blocked a lot of it, and then my side bags on my Tusk engine guards, they blocked a lot of it. So thankfully I did not get too wet. My shoes, or my riding boots, or whatever you want to call them, they are actually waterproof, or at least water resistant, so my feet really didn't even get wet. So the rain was not an issue, and I made it out to be an issue because I was a little bit worried about it, obviously, as is anybody who does not, or has not rode in rain like that before. So I was a little nervous, but not a big deal. But basically, I'm riding along and I look ahead of me, and there's these cars ahead of me, and they splash through this huge mud, like huge rain on the road, and it looked like it was a foot deep. And I was thinking to myself, oh crap, I'm either going to hit this and I'm going to wreck my bike, or my bike's just gonna plow right through it. And thankfully the latter happened. I just plowed right through it like it was not even there, which, so thankful that happened, because seeing that puddle did make me nervous. But as far as comfort wise, honestly, not bad. The Viridian Cruise, update on that, did phenomenal. I'm super thankful I had it, because if I didn't have that Viridian Cruise, my hand would have been feeling it, and it would not have been a good time. So thankful, really thankful I had that. It did not have any stutters, didn't have any hiccups. It worked just how it was supposed to. I could hit cruise, and if I wanted to speed up with traffic, I just pressed the plus button and boom, it speeds up with traffic. It does like 2 mile an hour increments, so press it once, you get 2 miles an hour. So worked pretty good, or worked really good actually. The mirrors, they're still vibrating. I don't know if I've talked about that in the video, but these are the knockoff double take mirrors, and they are, I don't really know, I don't have any experience with the legit ones, so, but these ones are vibrating, but I mean, you can still see what's behind you, at least to where it'll not be dangerous. Any changes I would like to do, I mean, I don't really need to, but I could always get a bigger windshield, one that will shield me a little bit more. This one's not small. I also do not want one that's like so big I look really goofy. So that's one thing. I don't really need to change the windshield, but it's obviously an option. I do want to get the side, I have decided I am going to get the side wind deflectors, because I do get wind and stuff on my hips area. So I don't think I'm going to the right spot, but so I need to pull over real quick. I'm gonna cut this video off and start this back. Okay, so I had a feeling that was happening, but I was going the wrong freaking way. So that being said, I'm trying to remember what my train of thought was, but so let's see if I can go back to my notes. Alright, so I think we were talking about the Viridian Cruise and then getting the deflectors. So I'll just kind of this isn't going to be a really long video. I do plan on doing a vlog on the way back home today, talking about updates on all the mods I've done and how I feel about them and stuff like that. So I'm trying to put down some notes so I don't just ramble on. But it's been like 3 weeks since I've posted a video, which I've apologize for that. I didn't plan on it being this long, but I've tried to film this video a bunch of times. So as far as a 500-mile trip, does it no problem. Personally, I think I would rather stick to around 300 to 400 miles. After about 300 or 400 miles, my body was hurting. So definitely on any road trips from now on, I'm going to hopefully, unless I need to just punch through, I'm going to try to just go ahead and limit them to 300 to 400 miles. But 500 miles on it, definitely doable. I think maybe more, like the more I get, or the more I do them, obviously, the more I'm going to be used to riding that long distance, because that's the farthest I've rode. But I think that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the trip. I didn't film any of it, unfortunately, and I didn't even do anything cool. I rode there, rode back, so therefore that's why I did not film it. So I'm going to put this video out, and then I'm probably going to film another video after this to try to get some more videos out and talk about some of the mods and updates I've done and how I think about them after at least 1,000 miles. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'm closing in on 200 subs, which is super exciting. I never thought I'd get to 200 subs. I'm really thankful, like really thankful for anybody who watches my videos, anybody who subscribes, and if you guys would help me reach my goal of hitting 200 subs, I would really appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. So with that being said, I'm going to end today's video, but as always, until next time, ride safe out there. Peace.